Hi guys, welcome back my channel. So lesson 1 we covered chess pieces, then we covered fundamentals. So today is the intermediate section where we will be covering board setup, castling, and passant. This is a special move for the pawn, and then stealmate. Stealmate is the position where the king has no square but he doesn't have any check. So that is the draw actually match. So let's check the section one by one. So let's look at the board setup. So this is the first section, and then first place the rook, then go in the corners. So we have to capture these stars. So this is how the board is considered. The rook is always on the corners they are placed, and all the pawns are on the seventh rank for the black, and for the second rank it will be all pawns for the white. So let's capture this star and this star by this rook. So we have done. So yeah, the original position of this knights is this square, that is b8 and the g8, and the white squares for the white knight belongs to b1 and the black knight belongs to the G1 square. So how to maneuver? So there is a plan of this going this black square and then coming back. And here we can go to F3 and then G1. So let's execute it. So we have done this one. Yeah, we are back to the original position. So bishop always belongs to the C file and F file. So these are the stars. So this will be straightforward. Black bishop belongs to c1, and then f1 is the black bishop. So here we can play f1. Perfect. Yes, the strongest piece on the board, queen, belongs to the d1 square. So it has to be, we can move it like here also, here also. So with one move, and the final, the important piece of the game, that is king, it will move one step at a time and then it belongs to even square. Boom, done. So this is the all the positions of the pieces on the board, which is this basically the summary of what we have played. So let's move to the next section, that is castling. So castling is a special move for the king where he can move two steps. So let's go ahead and see what castling is. So here we have, see, so there are three conditions for having a castling. The king should not be moved. There should be no pieces in between the rook and the king, and then we can just, and there should be, yeah, no checks in between this movement, so I can castle it here. Yes, nailed it. So that was a short castle, and this is the long castle where the rook will be covering three squares and king will be basically covering two squares. So this is how we castle long. So now we have to castle. So first we have to bring the knight to the f3 square, and then we are free to castle. So here is we are making a way for the king to castle. Yes, that was correct. We all got 3 stars. So now, what is the fastest way? We have to castle on the short side. So first we have to make way for bishop. Then let's remove the knight first. Then maybe on this square, bishop can just stay, and then we can castle. Great job. Now castle on the queen side. So what are the positions? So we have to move all these three uh, pieces in between the way of the king and rook. So there are number of ways we can do it, but we have to do it with limited number of moves. So let's see what are the ideas we have. We can move this pawn first. We can move bishop. We can move knight here. We can move the queen over here, and then long castle right on. So now we cannot castle on this side because rook is already moved. So the only way to castle is on long castle. That so now bishop is blocking our way. So how to unblock it? Because this is the only condition where we cannot castle it. So we have to block the bishop and then we have to castle it. Alright, so let's move to the next section. That En-passant. So this is also a special condition when for pawn you can capture the pawn on the sideways only when it is on the special rank, which is the fifth rank. So the opponent played here. He played mm, double the pawn. So this is the special condition when we can go sideways and this capture the pawn. So whenever your pawn is on fifth rank and other way, when in black is on the fourth rank and in BB, if we play c4, he can capture our pawn. So here we can capture this en-passant. See, similarly we have this one. We cannot because en-passant if you want to play, we have to play immediately. So if there is one move in between, we cannot en-passant. So it has to be quick. So we just capture it. So here he plays. This is not an en-passant because it has to be on the sideways. So this is the correct way. So now there is 3-1 and then en-passant is like this. So he has played this pawn. So it's very easy now. So always remember should be on fifth rank and then opponent plays the double the pawn and then you just cross take it. All right, so we have done. So next let's go to see how the stalemate will work. So stalemate is when the player is not in check but then king doesn't have any legal move to play, so that then their opponent will not win the match, it will be a draw match. Stalemate is draw, no one will win the match. So let's look at how the stalemate will be. Okay, so stalemate, the game is draw. How? Because these squares are blocked, so here we'll be blocking and then it will be a stalemate. Usually we don't do this type of mate, but then this is the condition how the stalemate of the black is being done. So we have to avoid such moves to just draw the game because we are up in the material, so we'll always win. So next, so let's see, because the pawn is here and we have to do a stalemate. Black cannot move anywhere here. Hmm. So here future move is this. We are blocking this way. This This square has been blocked by this knight, this one. We play like this move, knight to f4, then we there is nothing. He cannot move anywhere. So this is a stalemate. Again, so every pawn, so this pawn is not blocked. So this square has been controlled. We have to cover this square by knight and this square by knight, and this square has been controlled by. So this is a stalemate. All right. So this is the next one. Now this knight cannot be moved because this is pin. So the only way stalemate is this because we are blocking this. This pawn cannot move. This pawn cannot move. So the stalemate is this one. Okay, another stalemate. Here, what is black cannot move anywhere. There is no check. How we can do the stalemate? So let's see. Black cannot, but black has the rook. Okay, this is interesting. Black cannot move anywhere. There is no check. So it is white to play, right? So yeah. No, no. I was just trying. So let's see. Let to retry. So where is the stalemate? Can you find this? It has to be black. We have to capture this because this is the only active one. So we have to capture all this, and then this has been pinned. So this is the capture. Yeah, perfect. So we have completed all the intermediate. We have set up the board, castling, En-passant, and Stealmate. So so this was this section about. We will be covering the advance in the next video. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a good day. See you.